This tutorial today, I'm going to show you how to create a classroom basically on Microsoft Teams, specifically for visual arts type of presentations. So across the board here, you can see all the teams that I'm in, and you will probably have a screen like this yourself. And if you need to create a team, click over here, join and create team. And you can create your own team of whatever strikes your fancy. You can see that I created this test team, which is exactly what it says, a team where I can kind of lay out whatever it is I'm thinking about without students seeing it, so I can screw up all I want and nobody's going to really know, and it's not going to be confusing for the students. When I get it all said and done, then I'll create the actual team and create it with the name of the class. So let's go to the test team right now. You can see over here what pops up on this sidebar are all these channels, and channels are essentially folders. Teams is a little bit counterintuitive in the way things are laid out. You can see that this is pretty much in alphabetical order, but you may want to create groupings, as I would like to call them, for students. Each student, I'm going to have a channel. Channels are, like I said, are folders that people can put information into. So real quick, I'll just click on this folder or channel, A1 salt and pepper shakers, and I've got a video here that I've put in, and I'll show you that, how to create content or add content into each channel in a later video. But this is just to give you an idea of what's happening in these channels. So I've got assignments channels, and I would just continue to label them A3, A4 for whatever channels. And then you can see this is kind of messy, so I may want to regroup all these things into basically folders. It's like creating folders, and then the signifiers in front help you keep them all in order. Here are my students. I say S1 for student 1. I noticed that I forgot here my student Polly Jean Harvey is lumped in with all these other students, so I want to edit her and put her in with all the rest of the students. I have already S1 through S9. Again, this is where things get a little counterintuitive. After I click on these dots right here, this menu pops up. I'm going to edit the channel. And so next in the sequence, of course, would be S10. And as long as you're not a control freak, this is not going to upset you too much. She'll be pretty much in here, but oh look, she's coming in after Sean Hannity. So these signifiers help you so much. Perhaps in the future, Microsoft will get this a little bit better straightened out. We can click on Sean over here and see, oh, he's actually quite the artist, and he created these cool things. So the reason why I create these student channels are actually for the students themselves to individually add their own still images, but you can also add video of their work so that we can talk about it in a critique. So it's kind of cool because you can have a visual record of what students have created. You can have in-process shots, final shots. It's a pretty cool way to organize things. So with that said, a couple other funny things. If it's bold, that just means someone's added to your channel, to this specific channel. Oftentimes, you can see all these channels, this long list of channels, but oftentimes when you go in here, and I think it's got something to do with how much content is stored within the team itself, you are going to run out of channels to view. And it's going to say see more, and you're going to have to click on that, or your students are going to have to click on that in order to see the hidden channels. But I can add another channel here, click on add channel, whatever I want. Just type that in. Little description you can type in, privacy Standard access to everyone on the team is usually good, but you can make it private and automatically show, so that when I create that channel, if it's something that everyone needs to see, it will pop up in the students' chat, I believe. It'll give them a notification in their email. Here is the test team. Anytime you want to modify things, you go to these three dots. I'm of course going to have to add some members once this team is put in order as a class. So I'll click on the add member, and you can just start typing, and let's see, Tom Farrell shows up, and I'll click on him. You got to make sure that you add the right people, because within your organization, people can have very, very similar names, especially when you have all the students and all the employees together. So just make sure you're adding the proper person. Over here, we've got the calendar. Calendar is good for setting up meetings with people. Assignments, one would think, hey, we're in a classroom, we're going to start doing an assignments page, but no, that's not how it works here. That's something else. Calls, you can call anyone, either video call or audio call, any of your students or whoever's on your team. Files, I don't know what that does. I'm just trying to show you guys the simple things. Chats, here's a quick tip. This is how you do a new chat right here. It's really for a new person. Click on this little icon, which took me forever to figure out. Apparently that's a pen, but we're typing, so I don't understand it. Anyway, a bit idiosyncratic, but you get the idea.